Kicking me out.
Yeah, you can't be recorded in the building.
He's kicking me out.
Okay.
I'm just trying to do some video of the...
Okay, do you look, I can speak to her here if you come out, yeah?
I want to stay here. I feel offended.
Have you been asked to leave?
I have been asked to
Okay,
leave.
then you need to come with me then.
Welcome to Derby, people. I was sick of the north, so I came to the Midlands. Couldn't quite face the south. And here we have a very, very, very handsome male model on George Street being photographed and videoed by a lot of adoring people. Look. Someone's getting their not allowed certificate. Has he placed it? He has placed it. Oh yeah. Absolutely no need for this, Derby. At 6:55 a.m. before I've even had a coffee. And you do these blockhead demon things coming at the pavement for me. Not allowed. Well, where are we drinking? We're drinking in... Well, we're not, it's 7 a.m. At the Fat Cat, just to piss the lefties off. Getting almost Dutch vibes off this church. Yeah, don't even know what it is, but I'll find out. It's the Public Library and Museum. Very nice. I want you to imagine, if you will, the smell as I walk past. It's a couple. It's all so desolate. Da-na-na-na. Desolation. Empty and brutal and modern and shit. Okay, good news, viewers. I found a spot in central Derby where architecture comes to defecate and then to die. This is where architecture shits itself and yeah, passes away. I mean, this one coming up here, this glass and metal one here that we're looking at now, this one particularly takes the soggy biscuit. But special mention to the plastic and metal casino directly above us, about as inspirational as a steel toe cap with added sandpaper kick to the naked balls. Bit rivery, but not enough trees. It's too urban. Just very far left of the image, a group of retarded crackheads smoking strange substances at this... Oh, that's a nice shot with a pigeon. Strange substances at this time in the morning. But here's the casino from a different angle. What a blight, what a tumour, what a wart upon the face of Derby. Again, gambling. And this architecture. It's like... Where's my wrist? Where's the razor? Where's my wrist? Where's the razor? Ah, almost okay architecture, but uninspired and modern and weak. It's none other than Derby Magistrates Court. Might even have a little Crown Court thrown in there for good measure. It's a combined court with a few courts in there for various tiers of crackhead, criminal, rapist, murderer. They'll deal with them all and they'll put them in a box. And unlike American... Well, no, actually, let me rewind slightly. And exactly like inner city American high schools in diverse areas, they also have metal detector arches going into court. Woke final boss. Okay, I've been in Derby about an hour, from about 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. and there's a group of crackheads outside Greg's, but there's also one here. And no matter the time of day, your British crackie is always up for it, and there's always something to smoke or drink or make weird crackhead noises to other crackheads, like the mating called Sanctimus Dominus Annus Jesus Christus Lacrimae. One more. There you go. So we're here in the Cathedral Quarter. You gotta love a CCTV mast, first of all. Nice Chinese audio video tech, I think, if they're doing audio. But what I love about Derby City Council is they explain why. Look, CCTV in operation now. New and improved, make the city safer, provide evidence, help the police, reduce crime. Well, if that's what it does, then put one on every street corner. They also have a kind of Hollywood Walk of Fame here. It's not in Hollywood though, it's in Derby. And here is the one for Florence Nightingale, the world's most famous nurse. And she looked after people like nobody looked after people, and she wouldn't have prevented you sitting with your elderly granny during COVID lockdown. Nightingale would have seen through the bullshit and she would have said, "You'll be alright, just have some lemon and honey and hot water and go to bed. Just go to bed." Okay, Town Hall, Main Square. And there's a second Greggs that I hadn't even seen an hour ago. There's a lot of crackheads outside the first Greggs. You've got a guy in a grey t-shirt on the left here. He's crackheading out. This time in the morning, he's getting tweaked up. He's tweaking himself up, so I'm going to keep on filming, go full wide angle. So if there is still the gaggle I saw outside it, they can't kick off with me for suddenly filming them. And if we go wide angle, there's one walking towards us now. Red and blue, looks like Captain America. Crackhead Captain America. Go on, crackhead Captain America. Oh, I think my targets are sat just behind this Nissan 370Z convertible, just on the right. But we'll pretend that we're doing a Derby tour. You're gonna hear my stealth as I get close to the crackheads. Here we go. So funnily enough, Derby voted the worst place to visit in England by TripAdvisor.
What, Derby?
Yeah, can you believe it, my friend? You don't mind me filming? I'm doing a video about Derby.
No, Derby's a shithole.
Is it? Go on, tell us, what's wrong with Derby?
See, they don't give a fuck about homeless people.
They don't care about homeless. Why? What do they not do for you?
They don't find accommodation, they just like fucking put all the immigrants up in the hotels and let us...
Oh, they put the migrants and immigrants in like nice hotels and...
just leave us richest people on the streets, innit?
Yeah, and have they ever helped you? Have they ever given you a house or money or anything? Never?
Never. All they do for me is take me to jail.
Is that it? For no reason at all?
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope things work out better for you. What's your first name?
Chris.
Chris, all the best to you. My name's Charlie, yeah?
Right, Charlie.
Take care, Chris. All the best. Well, there you go. How dare the government not give them more money and free food and free accommodation? Like, how dare? Like, why can't a man with a teardrop tattoo under his eye, why can't he crackhead for free? Okay, guys? Like, it's tough to be out there crackheading every day. And why is the government not helping him out to further his crackhead activities? I just don't know. It's discrimination. So, we should celebrate capitalism's utter victory, most resounding destruction, most impressive thrashing of communism by capitalism. That, you know, we saw in the last video, revolution with a backward R, very Soviet. And here at the old mechanics institution, can you read it? Can you read it? Is that big enough? Not only, I mean, some of the Cubans, you know, some of the really old fellas have lived long enough to see their darling free man, equal man, perfect worker, kill the parasite, get rid of the parasite revolution. They've lived long enough to see their darling revolution, supported by the Soviet Union, turn into a kind of McDonaldized, bastardized theme parking. Let's go drink in a Cuban restaurant. Sorry, Cuban bar. Let's have Cuba Libres. Let's have white Russians and black Russians. All sorts of... actually, no, Cuba Libre, I'm sure, is the based and right-wing attempt to... Or am I getting it wrong? Well, my viewers will know. Alcoholic viewers, what is a Cuba Libre? Is it a right-wing drink or was it a left-wing drink? Anyway, you can drink it in the theme park of the failed Soviet revolution worldwide. Even the Chinese realized about 30, 40 years ago that, oh my God, this communism is a load of shit. Let's just slowly pretend that we didn't really believe in it. It was just a way to wrestle power away from those Taipei-based evil Chinese. We are the good Chinese, and we just quietly become hyper-capitalist, and no one will notice. You know, just yeah. We'll still call ourselves the Chinese Communist Party, but we'll run it like a corporation, like Intel or IBM or Facebook. We go from Jesus shop. Let's enjoy some little Padre Pios. There he is. Look how pious. Padre Pio, hyper pious, good guy. Anyway. This one's for the photon enjoyers. You've got some new architecture framing the cathedral behind it. And we pull back a bit. Oh, pull out, Charlie, pull out. No one wants to get pregnant. Or do they? Make T. Gorman, successor to R. Howitt, your exclusive shoemaker and repairs. Established over 50 years. And this sign looks like it's from the turn of the 20th century. So I hope T. Gorman, who succeeded R. Howitt here in St. Warburg's churchyard, I hope he's still making his shoes. I hope so. We go from the Lord Nelson pub to Cheapside. Every city in the UK seems to have a Cheapside. London's got a Cheapside. Everywhere's got a Cheapside, and I can only presume and guess that the Cheapside was literally the cheap side of town, and hence the name stuck. And look at that. It makes us safer. Evidence, police, and reduce crime. In that case, keep doing your ball cam thing. Now on Frier Gate, looking at an old metal Victorian bridge. Some good girder action under there. Quality girder engineering. And, you know, nice red foam box. You got some lovely red sandstone here. The big, yeah, when the Victorians were building the railway bridge, it was to go over Frier Gate, obviously. And then I saw this, and I was like, yeah, I like the look of it, and I hope you do too. It's just an old storage something. I love it. Back in the day, John Pickford in 1793, he's like, look, I know I'm a Freemason, and I want to have the grandest house on Frier Gate, but I don't want you, David. Come on, David, do not put any Freemasonic symbols on my front door. Okay, John, no Freemasonic symbols, but I'll do some other similar ones. That looks like a retard's attempt to make a swastika, but in this case, it was David's attempt to cover up for his Freemasonic friend John. Did he do a good job? Can no one tell? Don't worry, John, they won't be able to tell you're a Freemason. We promise, it's fine. Go on.
This is Mr. Pickford's house. It was built in 1769.
Oh, I said 1793. I was trying to guess. 1769. There you go, yeah.
He was a master mason and architect.
I could tell he was a mason. His mate Dave decided to like try and hide it, but for those of us with a keen eye, I know those symbols.
Yeah, but he also tells people what he does.
Oh, I see.
All of the tools of his trade as well.
All right,
so it's but he probably was involved in the early. He did know.
Yeah. Benjamin.
No.
Franklin.
That's it.
Oh.
Well, I say he knows him. It was actually Whitehurst who knew him. And
Whitehurst, I
Pickford,
see. Yeah.
He was very much. He actually started Smith's Clocks.
Smith's Clocks. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the information. So, for all the American viewers, Freemasons in England, they had enough of king and queen and country, went to America to start a new Illuminati-based society or something.
Something.
Thank you, madam. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's right.
Where is she? No, there's a lady that worked for Pickford's museum there, and she gave me a few chats. After I stopped filming, she kept going on about the United States and Benjamin Franklin and Darby's Freemasonic role in setting up the United States. So maybe John Pickford and all his buddies, Whitehurst, she was saying, are they all traitors to the crown if they helped America? You know, those dirty terrorists in America in the 1770s. They were getting help from the Derby people. Matrix glitch. Two people wearing the same clothes, just moments apart. Whew. Something about her rhythmical movements make me really want a kebab. Yeah. The main drag of Derby. Here's one of the entrances to the St. Peter's Mall, which leads to the Derbion. Big mall full of all the shops you'd want and some of the ones you don't want. Now, I was going to do this little walk here because there was a big police van at the end. There was two officers chatting to the crackheads, and I blink and it's all gone. So now you get mobility scooters, vape shops, and American candy stores. That's all you get. We're looking down again, one of the other sides. I just like the triple authoritarian view here. 3 different designs. And the Holy Trinity of Authority on the photon grab. But seeing as they notice my photon prowess, we will have absolutely no trouble in anything. In anything.
We're gonna make the move house. That's so shit, isn't it?
This is definitely the spiciest corner. Most crackies, most authority figures, most police, mobile police office coming up the street. He's got his hazards on. Oh, that's a 14-year-old Mercedes van. They've not got the budget here in Derbyshire to replace these aged Germanic vehicles. They're probably two civilians anyway. They don't look like cops. They're office staff or fucking... Wait, they're turning right. I'm in the way. No, they're not. No, I'm not. Gave her a thumbs up. She's getting nervous with me filming. Don't be nervous. It's only a camera. Don't be stressed. Welcome back to Authority Corner. Not done a video for about 8 minutes. Had a nice chat actually with an English traveller bloke. You know, like Irish traveller, gypsies. Nice chat with him, and I got talking about a situation that happened in Manchester with a bottle of perfume that got thrown with great vigour. And he's like, Charlie, let me stop you there. I was there. I know exactly the ginger fella that threw that perfume bottle. And he's like, have you taken that video down? I said, funnily enough, a group of travellers asked me to take it down and I complied, funnily enough. And how we laughed. Check this out. Someone's still using a payphone. England, 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 na 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 na. And something, something, something. Big, massive ram with added sleeping cracky is the image of Derby you wanted today. Oh, the lion with a crown, the unicorn with a chain. The British know what to do with these unruly mythical creatures. Not that the lion's a mythical creature, but that one is, so put him in chains to make all the little girls cry. The unicorn's in chains, and of course, it's the Derby combined court force thing. Oh, just it's a private thing, but it's about court and this building, and I just want to. Do you know what time the security handover is here? You remember? I think I asked you the same thing last time. Yeah. Anyway, it's for YouTube. It's just a comedy thing. It's all right. You too, man. All the best. He was a good sport. You know, quite funny seeing. Oh, it's one of these where you press the button. No, it's not. It's just weird seeing a temporary traffic light in its very rare green state. Usually they're red with a big traffic jam next to it, but not today. Not here, not opposite the court. Jeez, no black silhouette people allowed or something? No walkers allowed. Since this country just released all the crackheads and the care in the community mental health patients onto the streets, we're here at Derby Council, and you can see they've been crack-headed. Well, if it isn't a very old hackney cab in the New York Manhattan taxi colours. Firstly, here's some architecture you can understand. I can understand it. You can look at that and say, yes. You can look at this and say, yeah, I understand it. It all makes sense. I even understand what they've done with the glass in the middle. But you turn around and my brain cannot understand this modernist shit. That nice building that you could understand, the nice classical one, they've done quite a good job with the inside as well. It's quite Museum of London-esque from Holborn. No, 5 points, 5 out of 10. Hey man, yeah, I'm just a tourist, just having a look at some of the architecture in here.
Yeah, sorry, but you can't take videos inside this building.
I thought it was a public building.
No.
Government, I pay my council tax and stuff.
No, we invite people to in for.
Oh, but it's a public building.
And we invite people to conduct their business in private.
Sure. No, but I'm only looking at the architecture. I'm not doing anything bad.
We understand, but some people in this building they're vulnerable.
That's why I won't film them. I won't film them. Only the architecture. And because it's public. It's a public building.
No, still, we invite people to conduct their business in private.
That's fine, but not you're being nice to me, but I invited myself. I'm an independent man. You don't need permission. We're not in a police state.
No, but we invite people in here to conduct stuff in private. So I'd ask you please not to record in the building, please.
Officially, this is the official line.
Yes.
The official line, you're not going to let me
No.
enjoy the building?
No.
What if I say no?
Then I'll have to escort you out of the building.
Okay, I'll say no.
You're being serious?
I'm being serious. I think it's a matter of principle that a man in England should be allowed to take some videos of some...
Marcus. Yeah. Please, can I ask you out of the bin, please?
You kicking me out?
Yes.
Officially kicking me out?
Yeah, you can't be recording in the building.
He's kicking me out.
Okay.
I'm just trying to do some video of the...
Okay, do you want to, I can speak to her out here for you to come out, yeah?
I want to stay here. I feel offended.
Have you been asked to leave?
I have been asked to
Okay,
leave.
then you need to come with me then, okay?
I need to go with you.
Yeah, I'm asking you to leave.
Oh man, I'm just
I'll
trying
give
to
you
do...
further, I'll give you further explanations when we come out.
You're not going to physically attack me,
Well,
though.
if you cooperate with us, right?
Yeah.
There won't be.
There's no need for any anger.
Okay, do you want to come and speak out
That's
here?
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Please outside.
Damn, guys, it's a bit harsh. I'm just trying to get some video of the architecture.
I'm not giving you consent to record me, so can you please put your phone down, yeah? Put your phone down. I'm not giving you consent.
I'm not putting the phone down.
Yeah,
But I'll,
okay. I'm not giving you any consent to record.
well, I don't think I've given you
myself.
guys consent to be this nasty to me.
No, we're
So
not. We're just doing our job. You've been asked to
I'm
leave.
just doing my job.
Can I ask you what your job is?
YouTuber.
You're a YouTuber, okay.
Yeah.
Have you got permission to
I,
record
yeah, I
the
told your
building?
colleague I gave myself permission.
Yeah. So, okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, you guys, you kicked me out as friendly as you could. You're a big guy.
Yeah.
I reckon you and I could have quite an equal match.
I don't think so.
But the other guys,
think
they're not alpha chads like you.
Whatever you decide to do, you do.
Handshake on camera. Handshake.
Whatever you decide
Thank
to
you,
do,
sir.
you do. You know, hope it's a
Name's
yeah?
Charlie Veach on YouTube. I'm not a bad guy.
Okay.
But check out the YouTube.
These guys got jobs to do.
I got a job to do
Whatever
too.
you
But
want
yeah, cheers, guys. All the best.
Okay, see you.
Appreciate it. All the best. See you. Well, I've been kicked out. But in the official words of Derby City Council, you stink, smelly. Well, you learn over the years when to pull out. If you stay in, you know, you might get pregnant. But I learned that to pull out when the security get a bit tetchy. The big guy, the alpha, he was straining his muscles a bit. But he still shook my hand. So Derby City Council, as far as being kicked out of a building goes, I thoroughly enjoyed that experience. This shot is just to show you the former tourist information here. Tourist information with a slightly Star Wars-y font. That is the Star Wars font. And it goes. No wonder they shut it down. Proper Chernobyl. Now I'm keeping an eye on a particular ball camera that is unfortunately following me around, but I'm going to double check to see if he's actually following me around. Let's see, and I think he's lost interest in me. Oh my God, this is the worst Bigfoot I've ever seen. Look at him. What is that meant to be? In the sunshine. Yeah, Derby's got it. Looks nice. And here's back towards the main town. It's 23 degrees today. And I've got my shorts on. This is a shout out for the amazing Laura, whose birthday it is today. So go Laura, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Laura. And another crackhead. Little did I know, Derby's all about the yellow Manhattan taxis. I did not know. Temporary traffic lights, everybody's favorite, and just that shot so that you can look at it too. It's colorful. The sky's blue. There's people out. And what is it? It's a Wednesday. I like this one with the potato people. Look at the potato people. You got your spotty teenager with the skull. You got your Sikh, whose head looks like a glans on the tip of your penor. And the one I liked as well was the cop one with the funny mustache. Some things are a tragedy just at face value. For example, when you're morbidly obese and you really should be walking, the government will give you a mobility scooter to ensure that your arteries clog up faster. Maybe it's cheaper for the National Health Service if they get the morbidly obese to wheel themselves around for the last 6 months and then just retire from a cardiac infarction or something. What are you doing, mate? You can't be begging here, dude. We're police. We're civilians dressed as police. You can't be doing that, bro. I wish I was special. 10 points for Derby for actually, you know, trying to stop the self-destructive behavior of those who beg and slowly destroy themselves on the street. At least here in Derby, they're trying to sort it. Manchester, they just say, look, you stay, you are VIP. In Manchester, it's like, you are VIP, enjoy yourself. Guy just jumped in front of the bike. He literally jumped and he's like, not allowed! Oh, look at that. They actually enforce social rules here in Derby. I mean, I am impressed. Turns out it was the lady that was on the phone needs assistance. She's got a Green Ranger and a police community support officer in a matching cap. Pink and blue together at last. Okay, the PCSO, she's walking away with purpose. Something's going on. Knew it. Ball camera was following me. Where? No, that's not a ball. Where is it? It was following me. The cheeky little controller in an air-conditioned office. Orwelling me. George Orwelling the hell out of the video, man. Gentleman's moved on to a different location, and the two other PCSOs are really trying to stop him being a crackie on the street, which is commendable. No one should be a crackie on the street. Don't blame the middleman, or don't blame the money man. Come to me. He is going suitably slowly. He's a careful money man. The bag man is careful. Medical emergencies can be a bit boring compared to other emergencies. Going back to the van, that's not that exciting. Guy with dreadlocks, I overheard him chatting. He had a pint of ale with him in a glass pint. Here outdoors. It is Charles Beach. Of course you can. Yeah. One second. Let me just finish this scene. 3, 2, 1, and let's make the fans happy. Okay, a happy fan, and the PCSO just behind the Dreadlock Man just said, "So you're going home now, sir?" And he was like, "Well." Other fluorescent joins the fray. They're all going on now. He's got his blue security industry SIA, whatever the A stands. Security Industry Authority? SIA? Anyway, the PCSO ladies really want to know who the dreadlocked gentleman with the wet trousers, they really want to know who he is. The man with dreadlocks ended up being normal and just a man drinking on the street, nothing more. Nothing less. So all the Rangers, the PCSOs, and the fluorescent tennis ball coloured people have gone into the Halifax Bank, who I worked for. I worked for Halifax Bank. You can look it up. I'm still on their books as a competent financial advisor. Not incompetent, competent, with 0 complaints. Selling my pensions and investments and things. Go on, just get off your bike, mate. This is a pedestrian zone. Get off your bike, and I'll write you up a ticket. Go Derby Ram, we got an Aston Martin and Crackheads in the same shot. Where are they? I can hear them, but I can't see them. I mean, I can't take my Aston Martin down the pedestrian street, but I need everyone to know that I'm rich. Even these poor people, I need them to know, especially. He has segued things you people wouldn't believe. There he goes. Sorry, this is the shot I need to get of Blade Runner Man. There he is. Lady from the phone booth is now begging, and the successful victim, pink hat to pink hair. Give me your money. Give me your cigarettes. Actually, no change. She's helping herself to a few coins. Why not? I just made the mistake of checking the news. I sat down for a few minutes to drink my fruity water. Take a break. I went on the news and I was like, what's that? Images of a 9-month-old baby covered in bandages after 60% of his body was burned badly when a strange unknown man approached a group of mothers and their babies in a park in Australia, and he threw boiling coffee over a baby and ran off. Every day now, attacks on the most vulnerable and most innocent. And I guess if the Australians dare to protest about it, that makes them far-right thugs. I mean, what, do we have to accept a kind of conveyor belt of injured and murdered babies for the sake of the social experiment we're all undertaking? I don't think so. I just backed through the main square. There's a man in a soldier's uniform, and I walked past. I was like, what is going on? He had what appeared to be a Romanian flag. Although I walked past him, he sounded like an Englishman. So maybe he just likes dressing in army uniforms. I can't think of any other reason why a man my age, in his mid-40s to early 50s, would be there in a soldier's uniform in central Darboyd. Anyway, someone's in trouble, medical trouble, so not really for us, not really for this channel, but there's a gaggle of authority figures there, so we might go a bit closer, have a look. Scene, and I walked along here and I noticed there's an enforcement officer stood forlornly on the bridge. He's going to enforce some bridge tolls for the first time in 200 years here in Derby. He's like, white-haired gentleman, that'll be threepence and a shilling to get past, thank you. It's just a lot of security personnel, i.e. community support, police support people. They're not police officers, but there's a lot of them guarding the ambulance, although one of them's run off. I wonder how long until they force the construction men to take that flag down, even though it's an England flag in England. I'm sure the wokies and the social engineers will find some issue with it. It's discriminating against everyone who isn't English or something. If we're not vaccinated, we're not protected. Okay, let's not talk about Mark Zuckerberg coming out yesterday saying, I wish I hadn't censored all the COVID information. Okay, free plug for Asahi Superdry. Zuckerberg saying, I wish I hadn't obeyed my federal government and censored and banned all those people for spreading their free opinions about the COVID jibby-jabby. And let's not talk about the thousands of people in Great Britain alone who are now officially suing one of the COVID manufacturers. I believe it's AstraZeneca, but we shouldn't talk about that. It's still a bit Soviet around that sort of information. After Aston Martin, man, you got Lambo Man down the oh, thanks, boss. Down the pedestrian street. He must let everyone know that he is a Richie rich. And there he goes. This is the natural light. I'm in the Costa bathroom here in Derby on the main drag, and look how difficult it is to find my veins. That's my arm. Look at that. Where's my veins at? That's incredible. You've got no chance of a little cheeky arm snack in here. well, vote for Labour. A few regrets now for anyone who did. Although, I would vote for a man named Baggy Shanker. He can shank my bag any day. Nice click on his bike there. And check this out. The intersection of Sadler Gate and Iron Gate with a bit of sun reflecting on the window. Very nice! Jesus Christ. Look, the years of the Great War. It's a very old church, but now it's a solicitor. Lawyers. That's what we need. This old guy used to be John Smith and Sons clockmakers. And he's stuck at 5 to 1 p.m, even though it's 3 p.m. And there is a little plaque for blah 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 Derby Civics, the first astronomer royal. Whatever. Just off the motorway that goes around the centre ring, you got BBC Radio Derby in a very nice square box building. Bloomfield House. Host Charlie Veach on BBC Radio Derby. Well, today's headlines all around the world. In the Western world, small children are being attacked by mentally unhealthy visitors to the West. And no one knows what to do because it's a mental health issue. It's, you know, it's just one of those things. As Sadiq Khan would say, Sadiq Khan. Major terrorist attacks are, you know, real terror is just part and parcel of living in a major metropolitan area. In a building like Charlie, you think you see a pattern, you see no pattern. Perfectly understandable, just mental health difficulties. Okay, so they're driven schizophrenic and mad, and they end up attacking the most vulnerable and beautiful of society, i.e. the kiddos, and I guess I'm a bad man for even mentioning it. Do you remember in Super Mario 3, you'd pick up one of those and you could fire balls? Fireballs. You could fire fireballs in an orange and white suit, or was it red and white? Oh, the memories. And who here completed Super Mario 3 on the 8-bit Nintendo? I did. Did you? Well, beautiful viewers and assorted other strangers who turned up, just clicked on this video. What the hell is this? Charlie Veach and Derby, what is it? Just want to say thank you very much for watching. This is Charlie Veach from the Mobile Police Office in Central Derby. Hope you've enjoyed it.